What's going on, guys? This is John Zakari, and today I want to talk about Nintendo's potential mobile future. It feels like just yesterday that I was listening to Iwata make the grand stand that Nintendo would never make any mobile games, and wow, how that has changed. So, the mobile title we got first from the big end was Miitomo, a sort of social network where you answered questions and shared them with friends, got points, I guess. Essentially, there wasn't much of an actual game here. From what I've seen, the popularity of this title quickly dropped off a cliff as there just wasn't much to do in it. But recently, we got the highly anticipated Pokémon Go. And if we're talking about gaming on the go, you can't get much better than Pokémon. Including this franchise in the mobile initiative seemed like a no-brainer. Now, full disclosure, I've been playing a ton of this game. I'm about to hit level 20 and I bleed yellow. In my opinion, this title has been a great way to get gamers out into the world and even interacting with each other. Being from Chicago, I see literally thousands of people on this game in the streets every day. And when posting up at a Pokestop, you just can't help but converse with other players. As a game, it's off to a great start. I will say though, there is definitely some room for improvement. There certainly needs to be more modes, first off. Being able to challenge others to a battle, as well as being able to trade, are two particular modes I'd really like to see. And the current battle system really needs an overhaul if you want to keep people engaged for the long run. But given the popularity, I'm sure there will be many resources from across the board, Nintendo, the Pokémon Company, Niantic, all working to ensure this game remains a success. And what a success, a crazy success it's been. Reports have stated that Nintendo's seen a pretty dramatic rise in their stock value since the release of the game. Last I checked, it was at like 90-something% of an increase. I mean, that is no small peanuts resulting from a mobile game. So, 2 games into the mobile space, and Nintendo already seems to be hitting a nice stride, with more titles on the way, as well as definitely some more additions probably coming to Pokémon Go. Looking over at the home console space where the Wii U has been pretty much a failure, and we have to consider the possibility that Nintendo's focus may shift to the mobile market. For this reason, I believe the NX has to be a home run. Nintendo fanboys constantly go back to the point that Nintendo can make several more failed consoles because they have so much money in the bank. Sure, they could, but that does not mean that they will. If they start making big money from mobile apps and the NX ends up being another flop, then guess what? Nintendo will definitely start to consider a major overhaul in their business model. Because yes, this is a business and these companies are not going to want to stay in the business of losing money. Also, to those more inept in business, making less money than you could be making is pretty much seen as the same as losing money. It's all about maximizing profits. Now, if you followed my channel for any amount of time, you probably know that I'm a big Nintendo fan, so obviously, I don't want to see the home console experience go away. But unfortunately, it's not up to me, it's all up to Nintendo. They've prided themselves on doing things their own way, and this has resulted in them basically blowing off their relationships with major third-party developers, and all these things have brought them to where they are today, which, in terms of home consoles, isn't great. Nintendo has a lot of wrongs from the Wii U that they need to right with the NX, and much of the rumors and speculation seem to suggest they're going in the right direction, but we can't know for sure until the actual system is revealed. All in all, a couple years ago, you wouldn't even consider mobile as a main focus for Nintendo to even be a possibility. But you know what? Back in the day, I never expected Konami to end up being a freaking pachinko machine company. Things change. At the end of the day, money is the key determining factor in the course of these companies, and if Nintendo down the line sees that the big dollar signs for them are in mobile, then you bet your ass they won't hesitate to drop out of the console game. I have to think at this point, the smartest idea for Nintendo would be to make some use of the success of Pokémon Go with the NX system. Have them link up in some way, allowing you to exchange Pokémon between your mobile device and console, allowing you to catch and train Pokémon on the go, and then play with them in some kind of big, grand experience on the console. I don't know. But with the way things are, there is no doubt that Nintendo needs a big hook to bring people on board a new console after the poor performance of the Wii U. And if they have any plans of staying relevant in the console space, then they cannot afford to have a repeat incident. In terms of finding that big hook, I think this mobile app that has already attracted, addicted millions of people across the globe would be a great start. And with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on the success of Pokémon Go, as well as how you think it will influence the future of Nintendo in the comments. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.